just in the last 6, 7, 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has. So I had a schedule and an ideal day that worked for me. Was it the perfect plan? Probably not. I was probably a little bit unbalanced. And I'm finding now, even this morning in my prayer time, I'm like, okay, I've kind of gotten unbalanced and allowed the business to be the top priority in my day, the top priority in my time. You know what I mean? And so then coronavirus hit, and it kind of shook up everyone's schedules, and we kind of just let the chips fall however we could do it, you know what I mean, and get the stuff done. And then now we're in the summertime, and it makes a difference because there is no school happening. So I'm now going, okay, Lord, what do you want? I'm trying to just stop and be mindful and go, you tell me, how do you want my day to look? Like, what does a successful, because I'm building this business long term. And I do have 3 little girls, and I do have a husband, and, I do get unbalanced. And maybe, if you're just getting started, you might not be experiencing that so much. But as you're going along, this business is addicting. It's super fun. Anybody can be good at this, right? And so then it becomes addicting, and you're like, you get excited. I get in the zone, and you can't interrupt me. Once I'm in the zone, the house could be burning down. And somebody would have to tell me 3 times to go outside. Like, once I'm in the zone, nothing stops me. So, which is a blessing, but also can be, I don't know, not a curse, but like can be a negative thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So before coronavirus, I would get up in the morning, have quiet time, whatever, stop and get the girls. We do have power hours in the morning. We have power hours 7 days a week on our team. So and the power hour times have changed so that now they're at 4:30 my time zone. So I miss a lot of them during the week. But anyways, so power hour, post, have quiet time, whatever, then get my girls ready for school. Girls go to school, I go right back to work. Lunchtime, I take a break. I might check in with Andrew, see how tiniest sister is doing, whatever. Then I go back to work. And then when they get out of school, I usually pick them up, and go back home. I'm mom until about 5:30. In my time zone right now, it's 5:30. We start doing Zooms. Typically 5:30, 6 o'clock is when Zooms happen in my time zone, which is dinner time to most people. But in my time zone, that's when those happen. So we do our dinner early, and we adjust our day around what has to be done for the business, but still allows me to have mom time. So, then coronavirus came, and that changed all of that. So I started to find that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are when most of my Zooms happen in the evening times. And then I make it so that Thursday evening, Friday evening, Saturday evening, Sunday evening, I don't have Zooms in the evening time. For my little kids, evening time is important. They want to snuggle. They want to watch shows. They want to talk about their day. You know what I mean? So if you have kids and look at what age group the kids are and what do your kids need from you. If you don't have kids, okay, what do you have that requires your attention or your time or you know what I mean? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are kind of really long days for me. And then, Thursday, it's a day, but I don't have evening stuff. And then Friday gets a little bit easier. And then Saturday and Sunday get a little bit easier. I post every single day, so I'm not missing any. But then recently, Cammie started talking about the Sabbath. And I had never taken a day off in 5.5 years. Like an entire day where you don't post and don't do anything. I don't think I've ever done that I know of, that I could think of. So when she started talking about that a lot, I was like, ruh-roh, George. I'm like, I'm not sure that I could do that, okay? Because staying connected to your team and making sure that they're pointed in the right direction and posting and doing those things, even when you're doing the bare minimum, to not do them at all for an entire 24 hours. But if you can't do that, then it probably means you've got your priorities kind of in the wrong order. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong, just means you might stop and take a look at it and go, okay, well, I tithe my income, 10% of my income. What about your time? 10% of your time. you know, and just trusting that the Lord can do with your 90% of your time more than you can do with your 100%. It also gives you a day to recharge. So I don't know if you guys have been talking much about that. We haven't really been pushing it a whole ton, but we've been sprinkling it, talking about it, that kind of thing, and just going, hey, if you're feeling tired, are you giving time to yourself to just be you, just be mom, just be person in general? You know, Andrew and I watch shows in the evening. My girls go to bed at 8 and I go to bed at 9. So between 8 and 9, I'm like, he likes to watch Netflix shows. I'm like, okay, watch Netflix and talk. You know what I mean? That's filling up his cup. He gets up with me in the morning time. We have prayer time, read the Bible, read books, whatever, talk before the day gets started. But I have to have time with Jesus or I'm not cute on the inside. You don't like me if I am not right on the inside. It's not good. All the ugly, negative things start coming out and I'm like, ruh-roh, I'm not in the right place. Got to stop and fix it. So that's kind of in a nutshell. Now I'm going, okay, it's summertime. You know, we've got a couple months before who the heck knows what's going to happen with school. I don't even know, right? I'm sure nobody knows. They started talking about it today. Our school district's doing a big thing tomorrow. I'm like, okay, don't know what's going to happen, but I've got a little bit of time right now. What does my day need to look like so that I'm still enrolling? I'm still hustling. I'm still, you know, working towards going forward, but I'm also, you know, being mom, being Kelly, being wife, all the other things too. So what I can say is there's different seasons in the year. Then that might adjust what your day looks like for each season. All you got to do is just remain flexible. Those that stay flexible will never be bent out of shape.
Love that. That's so, so, so true. And I personally even have a hard time with the Sabbath thing. So I'm trying to wrap my brain around that and get used to that. But I love what you said about the whole, especially right now and with kids, you know, I have 2 girls as well. And I love that Monday through or Sunday through Wednesday, or taking the time in those evenings to plug into your business, and then the rest of the week in the evenings is for you or for your girls or for your, you know, your husband, or just family time. Um, so scheduling in all that time and paying, you know, um, scheduling in the time, and like you've got the newbies and your phone's blowing up. And so what do you do for your newbies to get them started, to help them keep that fire? And even it could necessarily be like a newbie that's been in for, let's say, 2 months, and they've only gotten their 6 customers, and they're like, well, wait a second, you know, shouldn't I be Ruby by now or whatever? Because I know that's a lot of like the comparison game too, because we're always seeing, especially in like team chats, we're always seeing, you know, this person has reached this goal and this person has reached that goal. And sometimes those newbies may lose that fire a little bit. So what do you do for those newbies when you see so much potential in them?
So a couple things. I don't lead anyone by myself ever. If you're leading, you're